In this video, we want to talk about several different things, the underlayments, a little bit about safety, and then the first part of roofing project, which would be installing the eave trim. First thing, safety. You should always be wearing safety gloves. You should always wear safety glasses and hearing protection while cutting. If anyone's working overhead, it's always a good idea to have a hard hat also. Always try to think about safety and put it first. Now, I want to talk a little bit about underlayments. Now, we have a peel and stick. This mock-up is a small mock-up, so we just put peel and stick everywhere. But the way the peel and stick, or the self-sealing underlayment, we like a full roll in a valley. We like a full roll at the eave in cold weather climates. Now, at the eave, it's important in cold weather climates because of ice damming. You can have snow and ice build up in the gutter that can cause, as ice melts, a damming situation, and water will try to work its way back up under. Valleys, we like the ice and water, or the peel and stick, self-sealing underlayment everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to talk about our eave trim, so I'm going to work my way down here to where it's at. This is a piece of the eave trim. This is our WEF1. Notice it has an 1.25 inch projection, and when we install the first panel, you'll see why we have that projection. Now, a couple things. You always want the underlayment to go over top the eave trim. If the underlayment is under the eave trim, if any water tries to get in there, it's going to get behind the eave trim, work its way down, or eventually it could rot out your fascia. So install the eave trim, and what we've done, we've tacked it in place with the flathead roofing nail. That's perfectly fine. Most of the guys install it that way to get it in. Okay? Don't screw this down because the head of the screw could possibly dimple the panel. So if you're going to attach from the top side, always use a flathead roofing nail. Okay? Then the underlayment over top. That way the water flows and it gets out and doesn't get behind the eave. Okay, now at some point during the construction, you're going to want to put some face screws into this. And what that does, there's not a whole lot to keep the wind from grabbing those panels and pulling them up when it's just nailed. The face screws hold that tight and prevents wind uplift along the edge.